1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't know why I'm doing a sound test, I can't even hear myself. Welcome, welcome, near and far, wherever you are. Morning, good evening, night I suppose. This is it. This is the culmination. This is the apex of everything Hannah and Joseph have been working towards. Last... more than a year at least. Hours of labor and playtesting and constant back and forth feedback have led to this moment. And I'm just happy to be able to witness it. This will be my last stream for a good long while. And this video is intended for anyone who is on the fence or unable to play at the moment. Wherever you are, wherever you are, I hope you get to enjoy this game as much as I did. As much as I will. As is customary, I won't be continuing with any of the parties I've dumped hundreds of hours into so far, and I'll be starting from the beginning. There are going to be a couple of things I'm going to be happy to skip at this point. For a lot of you, experiencing the game is... Oh. Welcome, T-Turtles. Forward to launch day, I picked it up launch week, held off on playing until 1.0. Excited to finally dive in. It's funny for me to say something like this, but you and me both. I've got 200 hours in this game. All mostly devoted to playtesting and fooling around in the first few areas. I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I actually haven't delved as far as a couple of my peers. Let's see, I got my gaming chair. I appropriated this from my wife's place of work. Got my quote-unquote coffee. Wow. One last kiss from the god of spring. Oh, what the heck. This will be a long stream. Let's take it from the top. I know what I'm doing. Those of you who don't know me, I'm going to be playing with a controller. Yes, I know, not the standard format for a CRPG fan, but honestly, I gotta say, it is just as easy to handle. In fact, I prefer it to a mouse and keyboard. Oh, what am I playing around with? I just hit them with the one-hit sword. Come on. Ow. Okay. Dodging did not work. Thank God for damage reduction. Pick up some wine while I'm here. Let it be known that guzzling wine is not an effective form of healthcare, but it's gonna have to do for right now. Oh. Not spawn, but friends. Your glowing green eyes prove your innocence. Ow. Being blessed by the goddess does not make me immune to surprises. Oh, these Bloody bats. Whew. Okay. Audio feeds or video feeds a little shaky. Stop it. Sturdiest bat I've ever seen. Alright, the castle isn't here. You know, the one that was spewing blood about 10 minutes ago. Don't you do it. A note on tactics: always kill the archers and mages first. Hello, somebody ran out of sling bolts. Oh, yes! I never get to do this. And you with your spells. No more magic, no more spells. None of that. I'm gonna get killed by bats. Drink the rice wine, don't look back. This is it. This is where the tide turns. I'm sorry, Bjork, but... Ow! Okay, I'm less sorry now. Oh. Okay. One last time. But we're gonna do something a little different for this run. There's no way I'm gonna be able to complete a significant amount of content, not even in 2 or 3 hours. So we're gonna test out a little something in Buildcraft. So, those of you who are just getting started, or on the fence, or are waiting to grab this game on a discount or something, at the very least I can offer you a little bit of advice. This game is complicated. It's kind of like playing Baldur's Gate for the first time when you're a kid and you don't know what D&D stands for. The mechanics are deep, they are varied, everything works together in surprising ways. I'm going to do what I can to make things as simple as possible, though. So for this run, I'm going to do something a little silly, just to prove a point, really. A lot of the mechanics that I mentioned are quite varied and intricate, and they work together in interesting ways. What that means is that even unusual builds and silly ideas can end up being very overpowered in surprising ways. Now, what I like to do is to spend my gold skill points on support abilities, and then save the silver one for a weapon. Your weapon is the one thing you're going to be using the most in this game. It's going to get the most training, it'll level up the fastest. And even with a middling amount of training, you should be able to hit reliably as long as your main attributes that support it are strong enough. In my case, let's see. Julian here is going to be a pagan, so the only weapon he really needs is his connection to the earth. Or Vol in this case. Spore spells, bit of lockpicking to go with our dexterity, and slings. So that's 2 silver points of dexterity and slings. It should work. Fine. We're not going to be doing too much direct damage with this guy. Here's where things get interesting. So, next 3 are all going to be melee combatants, frontliners. Everybody needs armor, 1 support skill, gonna be... here's where things get interesting. Do I want to do taming, or do I want to be able to summon my own animals? Taming's nice, because you can turn a very strong enemy into a very strong friend with a good dice roll. Shepherd pipes are good because after a few attacks, you suddenly gain an attack bird or 2. Either way, no matter what I do, everyone's going to end up with spears. Spears are fun because you can either spec into dexterity strength or dexterity sensory. Dexterity controls hit chance, and sensory or damage, or sensory or strength will control damage. Normally, most weapons go for strength and dexterity. But if we spec into sensory, we can support all sorts of interesting abilities. Binding forest creatures, musical instruments, bartering if we really feel like it. In this case, we are going to go for... yeah, we're going to go for binding. Lyra? Lara. No, Lorena. Samena, Laura. Ana Lilia, Sequeli, Celesta, Emerald, Salarina, Anahi, Candela, Yovi, Maria, Jella. Alright. Next on the list, on Amathivian. Actually, in 12, 11, rally multiplier of 1.6. Welcome, Megan. Loot, pearl armor, pole arms. Chance, damage, and agility to support our armor. So armor is interesting in this game in that usually what you get from armor in most RPGs is just straight up damage reduction. Yes? Armor in Banquet for Fools runs the gamut between supporting evasion and supporting damage reduction. So you get more evasion if you're using shields or large shields or crimp scale. because they're just lighter weight and they don't reduce your evasion innately. And then pearl and stonewood are your heavy armor options. Lots of damage reduction, not as much evasion just because they are heavier. But even pearl can be pretty useful, especially when it comes to flutes, because all their songs work when you are struck or when you evade. Sergean? Rakul, Tennis. Julian, Spiridon, Robert, Radut, Hal. Spiridon was not in the original setup. Cornelio. Can't have two Julians. Marius, Delian, Lionel, Lauren. Isabel. And last but not least, high intercessions, high stonewood armor, middling polearm skill. And for her, we will go with the strength dexterity split and aura. Something to support intercessions. This will be our godly one. Ori, Maisie, Kadir, Nairn. Oh, where's the good one? I'll just put it in manually. Lilith. Alright. Magic, check. Oh, and lockpicking. Naturalist, check. Music, check. And divinity, check. 3 spears and a sling. Alright. I'm going to be skipping through the dialogue, just because it'll slow us down a bit. I'll pause if I see something funny or new or interesting. Alright, no boats in the hold. It's fine, there's one on the lighthouse up north. And there's at least 2 ways to get there that I can think of. Wolves, imps, ghosts. There would have been signs of a struggle. Bones, bodies. Maybe Paruri, but they only try to steal children. Alright, first things first. Wait, something really important we have to do here. Alright, we have petted the cat. Moving on. Bear with me. This is going to be a little bit of inventory rearrangement, because I don't want the AI to accidentally drink this cider. We absolutely need it for what we're about to do. Okay, well covered. Dang. 9 sensory, and he still picked that out at a distance. I'm not going to... Oh my g... Where's the imp rat? Oh right, it's outside of town. We tamed the security rat. Oh, I get a good feeling. What a great way to start off this playthrough. Very first time I streamed this game, those stupid rats. I got surprised by one in this exact same room. We slaughtered it, of course, but now we have one as a friend. Alright, that's everything. Bit of cosmetic work here. Jewelry, very important. Chella is going to be our main barterer. Yes, the hidden rat trap got me. Again. Hey, Makados. I hope you got to see the rat, because the rat is now our friend. I don't know how long he's gonna last as soon as we get into our first fight, but he will be there. You guys can't see my face, but I got the biggest grin on. I'm so happy. I'm happy to see, just to see this game finally come out. After so much work and so much effort. Stack 5. I know this is boring drudgery work that I'm doing right now, but it's pretty important to me. Decibel over here doesn't have much strength. If I overload him, we're gonna be severely inconvenienced. Can't carry much. Yeah, exactly. I need that. Okay. Couple other things to consider. If you see any chests with a white border, I mean, it's free real estate. Come on. There it is. Someone's retirement savings. Shh, don't tell anyone. Nope. Adding to our rat army. Okay, I have to be very careful not to accidentally open one of these red-bound chests. Because if I do, everyone in the see, all the sick people can't find their beds. Everyone in this barracks is gonna come down on me. Alright, one more for the road. Okay, out and about. You hold on to that for me. And you get that. Not a shawl? Marshall accuses us of trying to get us work. You know how it is, normal workplace banter. That does remind me. Alright, important lesson time. The first 3 techniques that you're going to want to unlock. Dodge, rally, and either kick or charge. Kick is a little easier to use, it doesn't use much stamina, and it allows you to stay in place, but you can only kick one target at a time. Charge allows you to plow through an entire row of enemies and just knock them flat. They don't stay down as long as if they were kicked, but it's useful crowd control. Yes, hello Tiffy. My cat Tiffany is behind me, screaming at me. What I get for... That's what I get for petting digital cats. Yes, hello. We're recording right now, Tiffy. Get out of here. Stop by the Voltry, always useful advice. Time for Vern's tip of the day. Always, always buy a simple Vine Rug spell with the minerals that you get in your Pagan's inventory. Even a weak one is enough to act as a bridge. Bridge between you and all sorts of useful secrets and goodies. Mostly you use it to cross fairly deep streams. Alright, another lesson. Always cover your haggler in jewelry. Right now, our average bartering discount is around 4 or 3% per person, but Cello over here is high sensory, and she has enough jewelry to pretty up her face a little bit, so that gets us a 5% discount. It's not much. It's not bad for being completely untrained. Stonewood, pearl, and we're gonna have to scrounge around a little bit for more emeralds, but... Oh, hello. Yes, we'll go talk to the witch. Alright, spoiler time. Don't tell anyone about this. Let's see, what did we get? 110 emeralds? Perfect. First important lesson of the day, always buy armor first. Okay, sell some of this junk. And we can get fully armored up. And I don't even have to worry about going out of my way to get some animal companions first, because of all those security rats. Can't sell the arrows unless it's the full stack of 100. All right. Well covered. Nice. We are fully set. Just a few more people to talk to and we can be on our way. Valentina asks us to go into a horrifying haunted tomb, not realizing that we are completely green here on this island. Ah, Sela, one of our most petty and vindictive gods. But she gives incredible enchantments, so who am I to argue against her divinity? This is Danut. He protects our entire settlement from predation of ghosts and gravekeepers, hiding us away from their sight, using incense and a bit of divine enchantment. in return for delivering a few cures, he'll give us some of our own. Bit of coffee. Some musical accompaniment and some free skill points. This is why I always say talk to every friendly NPC, at least once. Best case scenario, you just get free items out of it. Worst case scenario, they give you a little bit of interesting background lore. Some of it's just fluff, but every now and then you get a snippet that can change your entire view on what it is you're doing, who you're interacting with, what you can expect down the road. Oh, Nelu, you and your free food. Alright, additional lesson time. Mead is nice. Mead gives you around, what was it, 24 or 12 HP per drink. Yeah, 25 on mulled mead and then 12 for regular mead. And these stack, however, they are expensive to get in bulk. And they're kind of an emergency item. You use them when you are really dying or really struggling. The best bang for your buck is always going to be food. It's slightly more expensive, but we're talking about, what is this, 2 minutes of buffs. Increased stamina recovery by 1.5, health plus 35 for 2 minutes. That's misleading. It's giving you 35 health. And the rest of these buffs last 2 minutes. Regain stamina of 20%, get a spirit bar, increase stamina recovery by 1.5 times. Food is a big deal, and the only drawback is that it does not stack. However, if you're doing well in combat, it doesn't matter. Ideally, you shouldn't be getting hurt at all. Be chip damage here and there. Somebody gets knocked out if you're slightly out of your depth. Oh, hey! Criminals. Time to exercise the law. It's important to note, we do not kill criminals on this island. We already have enough ghosts as it is, and they're all dangerous. So, we knock them out, we exile them. Ow! Go, Imprats, go! Oh my god, the Imprats are not blocking the way. Given the opportunity, always attack enemies that are currently knocked down or flying through the air. They take extra damage because their evasion's been dropped to 0. Also, this girl here keeps putting a vine cocoon on herself, which I think it triples her. Ow! I think it triples her evasion. However, while this will save her from weapon attacks, it will not save her from a swift kick to the shins. Ow. Nope. There we go. right. I'm always happy to fight these guys at the beginning of the game because they come with incense globes. Otherwise I'd have to spend a handful of emeralds on these. The incense is useful because you stick it on your belt pouch, it will create an aura that will push any nearby ghosts straight away from you. Now the ghosts are not too harmful on their own. But they always come in swarms. Interesting, those imp rats disappeared. Alright, we can do something with this. Before I forget. Now, we always begin the game with some rudimentary spells. However, they are all extremely weak in order to account for anyone who put a middling amount of points into Pagan Aura and their spellcasting ability. So it is worth your time and energy to gather up as many minerals as possible and craft them into a new version of spells you already have. Especially anything that provides remote, instantaneous knockdown, like Mold Field. Tangle is also a good option for keeping enemies from escaping. Basically create a small field of tangling vines and place it behind them. So if they try to escape from your frontliners, they end up getting caught, picked off by your ranged units. Also, if you happen to have a pagan that knows both fauna and some sort of control spell, like I just mentioned, they can summon bees. And since most control spells spring up from the earth, the bees will be unaffected since they fly. They can zip right over and sting people to death. Oh wow, Overpower is a lot more expensive these days. So in the case of a spell like this, like Mold Field, where anyone could wander into it, friend or foe, the best thing to do is to give it a minor radius and lots of duration. So that's 30 seconds of inoperable ground. Yeah, 3 half pulse reach, bit of concussion damage. No overpower, but we can improve that later. All at the cost of 1 spirit bar. This is Neluson. He'll tell you about the forfeits board. Every criminal is worth 30 emeralds if you manage to knock them out and report them, and they will stay knocked out for 24 hours. You have plenty of time. Now we're going to drop off some ghost curse cures. 1 runic scroll for you. bit.
Howdy.
One scroll for you. And I have to be extremely careful not to open up anyone's personal belongings right now. Where are the ghosts? Good advice. One scroll for you. Alright, we took some hits in that last fight. The very best way to heal any and all damage is to take a nap. All right. Delete some of these old crappy spells. I have Bridge, I have Mire, and I have a ton of things I can sell. As with any CRPG, you spend a lot of time tooling around the first town, getting your bearings, learning how things work. Fighting assassins or bandits, as the case may be. Rats. And then you get to move on. All right, it's time. Alright, here's what all the preparation has been leading up to. Don't step in the mire. Oh my god. See that? Hardly a scratch. Crowd control and high aggression are your best friends in this game. Do not try to tank, do not try to make extra tough dudes who just go ahead and soak up all the damage. It won't work. What you need is aggression, offense. It's not to say heavy armor is useless, it's just, the point of heavy armor is to help you get through a fight. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay. One more animal to add to the party. Cannot believe that Imprat has lasted so long. How on earth? Now, I was expecting that rat to have been torn to pieces so we could replace him with a fox, but instead all the foxes are dead, and this imp rat has probably seen more action than it has in its entire tiny life. And I remember when the bakas were practically useless. They would just sit there and try to jump on you or hit you with their fists, but now they can throw rocks for days. Wow, she tamed that one in midair. Now we have 3 bakas. And I really shouldn't have put this mold field here like this, but it's okay. One baka is annoying. And 3 ends up being artillery support or a firing line. Alright, not bad. First level up. Loot. Full. Pearl armor. Always stick to your main strengths. When given the opportunity, always use rally attacks. It can easily... Oi. Oh, I need that spirit orb. Anyway, rally attacks can easily triple your damage if you get the timing right. And that's even before any of the extra upgrades on the techniques board. Also, if it seems strange that I'm digging around on all these caves looking for dens, it's because I'm actually just looking for money. Bakas, Greva, Demi-Greva, even crop goblins like to collect shiny things. Not always useful, but usually it's gems, which you can turn into spells. If we're lucky, it's emeralds. Or even luckier, it's unique weapons. I'll collect anything that's even a little bit shiny. It's great. Look out for interactable objects like these. And if you see any treasures on the other side of... Oh. Yeah, if you see any treasures in general that you just can't reach, there's a good chance that there's some sort of interactable object nearby. Oh, great. Hoping not to get their attention until we were ready. Oh, just die. There.
Oh, in that.
Files, ancient emerald coins. This is a criminal's cache. Normally I would be all about hoarding whatever items you find in the field, but some of these can't be sold, not as they are. The ammunition has to be sold in stacks of 100. And Lacovinian items from the tombs and such are considered to be contraband. Regular traders will not buy them. However, there are several irregular traders who will. Oh, ow. Or slings. Lockpicking. I was hoping we would get a point in vines. But this will have to do. Wool, check. Forestry, check. Bartering. If you have any skill that is under 60, every time you're able to add an extra point to it, if it's one of your top 3 used skills, I think they'll get something around 8 extra skill points. So we just went from, what, 10 to 22. So it was 8 at base. All intercessions and stonewood. Yes, I know what I normally say about spreading out stats, but 9, we could do better than that. 10 is a perfectly good number. Oh, jeez. There he is. Catch. Oh, I'm surprised the other didn't come out. So one of the first things you should unlock in the techniques board after your initial 3, rally, dodge, and some sort of knockdown ability, is form up. And then plan to unlock all of the main nodes from there. So that includes kick, pin, and revive. They're all around 800 experience points. And the nodes between them are usually 200. And like I said before about the Griva, they like to collect shiny things. So if you're ever hurting for emeralds, one of the best things you can do is just hunt monsters. Not every monster, but... just the ones who are like raccoons. Don't mind me, I'm just stepping on these shellfish. And it's not out of cruelty, I'm gonna turn them into ammunition. Okay, I know that sounds bad. But hear me out, I need every advantage I can get. Alright, everyone gains around 2 health points and 5 intercession points. Additionally, did our favor for the chanter. Everybody gains a point in aura. So just for context, every time you finish one of these quests, you're likely to gain stat increases or attribute increases, or both, that are equivalent to an entire level up. Here's something to keep note of. My damage right now is sitting at 3.6. It should be a whole number. The reason it's down is because weapon durability will affect your damage. And armor durability will do the same for your damage reduction. So if you ever see your damage dip below a whole number, it would be a good time to sit back and slap those things with some repair hammers. Although repair hammers are pretty expensive, ideally you want to take it to a stonesmith.
Ellie.
Still not enough. We've all taken a serious beating, and I have money pending. So it would actually be in our best interest to rest at the Fortin. But not before I make something new. Seconds of imprisonment? Maybe. Acorn follower? Oh, that's really enticing. Vine wall. Better than it sounds. Angle, not always great. Fragrant spore. "15 seconds of mind control." You know what? That sounds absolutely worth it. Yes, drawing with a controller is hard. Yep, money is not ready yet. But it's fine. Here's another spoiler for some of you. So different people will be active depending on if it's day or night. There's a bit of day-night cycle going on. It's not too intensive. However, some of the people you meet at night have special perks and training they can offer you. $267 emeralds. What to do with all this wealth? Well, best thing you can do with it is invest in yourself. We already have the best armor that we can afford around here. Next best thing we can do is get some equipment, some weapons that aren't just standard issue. Oh, I hope I have enough money for this. Dang handful more emeralds. After you've pleased any of the gods, they'll be happy to give you an enchantment, but they always take a slight commission. I always had to ask myself, what exactly do these limbless, faceless shrines have to do with money? Three. 40. Alright, getting closer. Fine. 44. Okay. So this is why I put all of my gold points into intercessions at the beginning of the game. Max out some of the best enchantments from the very start. Sunstroke, dazzle of sunlight to target on attack, extending the recovery when they fly back from hits for 4 seconds. A 4-second knockdown. Sounds short, but every second matters when you're fighting for your life.
Ow.
Alright, it's time. Time to... Time to face our fears. Normally I'd be collecting these fangs like no tomorrow, but we don't have an archer. They make the best arrowheads. They hit hard and they cut through armor. Ghost fog. Oh, I hate ghosts. Speaking of which. In case of ghosts, slap an incense torch onto your belt slot. Yes, it'll add, what is that? 0.3 seconds to your recovery time, but it's worth it to not have to deal with these things in close quarters. At least not until we find the Gravekeeper. As long as the Gravekeeper is out and about... Wow, there he is. These ghosts will continually respawn. Come on. Ow! I was staring at the cinematic and I screwed up my timing. One thing you can do to get your guards to focus on a single target is by dropping the form-up circle right on top of them. Yes, it'll put them in danger, especially from something that hits as hard as the Gravekeeper does. But at least we can focus our damage for a little bit. There we go. Nice. Ugh. We took way too much damage in that fight. Still need to work the kinks out of my strategy. Pull, check, loot, pearl, 40 in sensory. Should be more than prepared for this next part. How do we get inside? Who has the map? Alright. There's the tomb door. 1, 2, 3. 4 on the side, and Mickey Mouse head. Good to know that all these slips of paper can hold down a pressure plate. ghosts. Time to do something a little different. Everybody stick to me. Oh, geez. Oops. Oh, I see what the problem is. Split the party. Didn't work. Okay, that could have gone a lot better, but it's fine. We're gonna get through this. Uh-oh. Somebody's AI may have broken. Hang on. Manual reset. Oh, of course. Well, I suppose that's my fault. Alright, think. Maybe fighting the ghosts isn't the thing to do. mean, arguably, yes, we're gonna have to fight the ghosts, but, there's a lot more to do down here than just go... I can't interact with any of the doors. Uh-oh. Huh. Indie game stuff, I suppose. Interesting. I can go into the tomb, but I can't open the doors. That is a new one, and probably fixable if I reset. Maybe we should come back to this. Alright, we're changing our strategy. We're heading north. I'm gonna get that boat. This is not my optimal party. I was trying to prove a point, but now I'm starting to realize I may be out of my depth. We head north and the lighthouse is just within reach. crop goblin infestation. On one hand, it's a bad sign because the crop goblins will come and wreck your harvest. On the other hand, the crop goblins would not show up unless you had a good harvest to wreck. Imagine if real farmers had to deal with angry little marauders showing up every spring. know I say it a lot, but superior tactics basically beats everything. And magic. Holding up an entire army of crop goblins using mud. For the most part, I'm not even participating. I only have a few sling stones left. But you drop down a nice mold field, you stand back and you watch. Two gods pleased. Not a bad run. Great, another army of imp rats. Oh, fall. Oh, he's thinking.
มีคนอ่ะ
Ah. Wait, somebody died? Oh, a fox killed her. Great. Another ghost. Just trying to knock these things out, and instead I get... Uh-oh. And they must have a serious pagan with them. Oh, that's 30 emeralds I'm not gonna get. Nice. He was at the hole, too. Joy. Joy and wonderment. Well, at least I can get some new spells. Curing spores, always good. I do not have enough minerals. That is what I get for spending it all on mind control. Oh boy. Ow. Oh hey, the rainfish! Now that is a good omen. At least the fog cloud will keep them from throwing stuff at us. Oof. Yeah. Could have been worse, could have been better. In case if any of you are wondering why I'm trying so hard to raise certain stats up to 40 specifically, it's because the damage and hit chance calculations usually run on a division of 20. So every 20 points in an attribute or a skill gets you 1 whole point of either damage or hit chance. And the higher your hit chance is, the better your severity damage is, which is calculated based on the difference between your hit chance and your target's evasion. So if they suck at evading, and you have great precision, you can do incredible amounts of damage to them. However, the same rules also apply in reverse. So you never want to neglect your own evasion. Oh god, this might be the end of my journey. Hate things. Nothing will ruin your day quite like a giant spider. Oh, just dogpile him. Oh, thank you, Bacchus. Oh, all this to get to a boat. Okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Esoteric Ebb, which is funny because I had my eyes on basically the entire indie CRPG scene because I was so inspired by Banquet for Fools. But I didn't hear anything about Esoteric Ebb until Mortismal was talking about it. And, you know, it looks great. But yeah, between this and Ebb, great picks. Oh, what am I doing? Should really be using my magic right now. Actually a little perturbed because the mold field is way too big. Step into the field. There you go. In you go. Oops. Oh, hello. Songbook. I know who this belongs to. Yep, and Celesta too. I'm not really familiar with their development team. Do they count as indie devs? I know they're not exactly big names, but they're not exactly small either. Do I want to enter this cave built into a mass grave? Oh god. It wasn't worth it.
Wow. Not building. Oh, here. Wow.
You know what, Rich, you're absolutely right. It is going to be a busy year. But it's a busy year for doing fun things. I can imagine much worse ways for all of us to spend our time. I would describe it as somewhere halfway between a CRPG and an action RPG. So, oops. It has all the accoutrements of a CRPG, where a lot of your capabilities are based on, say, a mix of skills and attributes. Cards of Leisure are always ready to help, even poor dumb minstrels in the middle of nowhere. I would say it actually has a lot in common with something like Dragon Quest, and I know that sounds insane, but hear me out. So, you're going to be spending a lot of time in real time, navigating in real time, yeah? But when it comes time to take an action, you slow down time and pick from a list, or a list and sublists. You only have control over your one character, and the other three are controlled by their rudimentary AI. They are quite intelligent, and you can even change how exactly they act by going through the Tactics and Techniques menu. Alright, we found your songbook, you ridiculous lady. Oh, why am I so poor? Wait. Yeah, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. It is like that. 90% of the time you're active, and then 10% of the time you are choosing commands. And then those commands are taken. It might even be a little bit like Mario and Luigi, those RPGs. Because you can actively dodge. Or here's another fun comparison. It could be like the Pokemon Legends ZA. I have a hard time describing exactly how Banquet for Fools is like because there's so many things that it's like, and yet it's so unique on its own. Nice, enjoy! Thanks for dropping by. Oh, no wonder I'm suffering so much. Thanks, Rich. I won't be doing any live streams after this, not for a long time, but I will have more videos coming out. Guides, little episodic, formatted adventures. Curated content. Come on, into the mud. There you go. Ow. Fox charge. I can dodge this. But I couldn't. Ah, we're playing the waiting game. I see. Ever play the waiting game with a professional procrastinator? Alright, think. Where am I? Go north. Yeah, this is it. This should be it. One second, guys. We're back. Sorry about that. Quick phone call from the wife.
One for.
Lumberg one me coffee floor. Lumberg me now near cup new key floor. There I'm up below me. I'm getting near key floor. You're new to be ending up near home.
One of the best upgrades you can get on this board is the added companion attacks. It turns your regular rally attack into a chain attack. So you can invite other members of your squad to attack your target or even different targets, I think. That triple damage ends up being sextuple damage. But I don't have enough XP for it. Oh, what do I always say? When in doubt, get added party move speed, get more stamina, and get stamina discounts. Cheapest ones are around 500 XP. And the stamina increases are all 200. map of Stonebridge. Finally get our boat. Alright. There's the lighthouse. Here's a poorly drawn map. There's where they should be. Okay. I was already ill-prepared when I got here, and somehow I feel even less prepared now. Oh, I love having rogue skills. Everywhere I go, there's treasure. Just waiting for me. Some of it's useful, some not so much. But it is there. And it's all mine. Welcome. Getting close to the end of this particular journey. Ah. More hidden things. And Skilpy, oh god. These guys. Snakeheads and papa snails to boot. Okay. And welcome to you too. Alright, what did we get? Ink glass circlet. Ink glass earrings, dexterity +1. Dexterity +2. Alright, we could all use this. No reason to turn down extra hit chance. Say 1 point X. Dexterity divided by 20, pull divided by 20. Ow. And they said pike wall tactics are outdated. Oh, hello. Where is this happening? Who are you? Oh, it's the scholar. I have never seen her come out and fight. Not like that. Didn't realize she knew magic. Alright, this is it. Jingle jangle, I hear purses. Surrender your emeralds and we'll consider leaving you your pathetic lives. Alright, first things first. Knock them out. Ooh! I was this close to being alpha striked. Ow, ow! Yeah, but you think you're real clever, huh? Oh. He actually is clever. Okay, that's it. On earth is he doing this? Ooh. Oh, they are actually killing them. Sorry guys, we need your boat. National security, blah blah blah. Alright. That's as far as I'm willing to go. I'm an old man. And that is my signal. Well, for everyone who joined today, I hope you found what you were looking for. And if you're thinking about buying Banquet for Fools, do it. It's worthwhile, it's a ton of fun. A little complicated on the front end, but there's people online, on Discord, on Steam who are willing to help. Alright, I'll see you guys later.